So today's Good Friday. I'm going to take you for a walk, see the end or start of an Easter procession in the centre of Granada. Here is an archaeological dig. It's been open for, they've been doing this for quite some time, probably not months, but several years now. And behind me is El Bar El Romero, which is a favourite place for tapas. Anyway, I'll take you on the walk. There's some interesting things on the way. So this film is really dedicated to Ron at Parkinsons Walks for all the wonderful films he's done for the internet world, and his great little group of people who contribute as well in the comments. So overlooking the archaeological digs, which are probably from Arabic times, we can see the high mountains, the letter on the left, Juanes in the centre, not snow, with no snow, sorry, and Pico Caballo towards the right. These are all mountains that I've shown you on previous videos, I'm sure. So we're just coming up to the first of the acequias. We won't actually see anything. You'll have to take my word that it's there. Maybe I can put a map overlay or something, but I'm not very adept at doing the editing, so we'll see. I'll tell you where it crosses. We're right on the border of the river Genil, and to the right we'll see two what are apparently obelisks. I think you can only see one there, and siphoned below it is an acequia. It's probably roughly under my feet. Across the bridge, you get a better view from it from the other side. As you can see, the river itself has been concreted into a channel that crosses the city. I'm sure I'll be showing you that at another time. Let's see if I can show you the other obelisk, which is probably just appearing there, or I have to admit I can't really see much. I'm only doing this on the camera, and snow on the mountains in the background. So we're now coming up to a square which is quite a lot of industrial archaeological interest. This particular square, probably can't see it quite yet, but there's a steam engine in the middle, and by the side of it it's the Plaza de San Pedro de la Galetano. I think I've got that right. And here was the terminus, or the start of the tranvia to the Sierra, the mountain tranvia. And in fact, if you look at that, that's very much a piece of tramway history. That is for the catenaries, for the tramways that once were here. There were also foundries, workshops, and 3 watermills, none of which are totally obvious, but I'll show you where they are. The first one is right in front of us, this white building here, which is now owned by the electricity company. Little remains on the inside, so I've seen, and then just in front of us is the next acequia, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you. I'm gonna have to stop. So just lurking in here behind, I'm going to point the camera up, is the acequia Gorda. Well, in fact, I don't think I'll really be able to do that. So the square is Plaza del Duque San Pedro de Galetano. And just in front, let's try it. Hopefully you can see something. That's the acequia Gorda on the Cuesta de los Molinos, which is where my brother-in-law was born. First evidence of, or second evidence rather, of mill work is here, which is the government building named after Ángel Ganivat, who was a writer, famed writer in Granada, who I think might have been born here as well. More millstones, as you can see. I'm climbing up now. And there's a plaque in the wall that shows the dedication to Angel Ganivet. I really can't tell if I'm showing this to you very well. And there's one more mill for us to see in a minute. So the next mill is just at the top of the Cuesta de los Molinos. It's this building that you can see in front of us here. And here you can see the mill inlet. There you go. Now, just round the corner is the acequia gorda as it passes through. I'll come back and show you all of these things again. This was once a military, what do you call it, headquarters? No, barracks probably. So now we're on to something that's, depending on your age, will remind you of something or not. So from here, we're at the small square, the Placeta, Joe Strummer. Joe Strummer, who you may remember from the band The Clash, who was connected with the city through a group. I'm going to test my memory here, 091, and he sang about subjects related to the Civil War in Spain, some of his songs. Anyway, we're going to continue the walk and I'll show you just a little bit of the procession. I probably won't speak though. So sometimes graffiti can be not very well executed, and you don't really understand what people are trying to project, but there's one or two pieces here that are actually quite intelligently done. So a lot of traffic here. This is the neighbourhood called El Rialejo, which is borders on the centre, although we've just come in from one side. And we're off to see to the Fields of the Princes, Campo de Principi, to see El Cristo de los Favores, which is a ceremony more than a procession, although a procession does start from here. Los Molinos, and I think there were probably more mill buildings along here at some point, fed from a third acequia, which I'm just guessing at this one. I'm pretty sure it's the truth, because the acequia gorda drops down the mill incline, or the Cuesta de los Molinos that we've seen. And there's a word to look out for: huerta, which is a vegetable garden or vegetable plot, maybe even an allotment. So at the top there is El Hotel Palace, the Palace Hotel. So this is what I mean about the graffiti. Sometimes it can be really quite well presented. It's a lovely piece, that one. And there's another one coming up as well. So here you can see the good and the bad. Lovely pair of signets here. And on the wall, well, something that I don't fully understand. And if I remember right, a lovely surprise just round the corner. That is probably, in my opinion, the best piece of graffiti you'll ever see. What a wonderful swan that is. I hope it's coming out. Now we're looking for Nuria, my wife. That was a bit of a whistle-stop tour for you there. Time for lunch now. It must be something about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Still got 20 minutes to get home. So it's time for lunch, definitely. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll come back and have a look at some or all of these places a little bit more depth at some point in the future. Anyway, cheerio.